What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Guni and Tekky straight after Liverpool's 3-2 victory against AC Milan at home at Anfield. But before we do get into the content, make sure you do like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Even closer to 2,000 subscribers now, just need that extra push. So please, that would be much appreciated. But for now, I am here with Tekky. Bit of a sigh of relief from you because there was a period where it was 2-2 for a little bit. Well, it was 2-1 for a little bit. But then, although I was rubbing it in a little, I knew Liverpool were going to come back and score. But yeah, just talk me through the game. Let's get on with the let's start with the lineups first. Were you happy with what you saw in the lineups?
I think it was good enough, yeah. Obviously, we went full strength. Origi came in and it was Keita. Keita came in. Surprised to see Thiago on the bench, but other than that, that was a strong team. No Van Dijk either, but Gomez, Matip. It was good to see Gomez get 90 minutes under his belt. So yeah, good lineup. Good enough, I thought, to beat their lineup. It's not exactly a classic Milan team, is it?
No, it's not. Absolutely not. I had the lineup up here, but it has gone missing. So give me 1 second. No, here we go. I got it. Because I just wanted to, obviously, for the viewers that didn't see it, just let them know who started the game today. So in the gates, you've got Alisson, and you've got your back four, Trent, Matip, Gomez, Robertson, midfield three. Well, Jordan Henderson came on for... Who did he come on for? Because I'm seeing the subs on.
No, Henderson started. Henderson, Fabinho, and Keita.
And Naby Keita. No, he did. Yeah, he did. He got subbed off, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. So it's Henderson, Fabinho, and Keita is the three. And then the attacking three of Salah, Origi, and Jota. I was kind of surprised to see Origi start this game. What was your thoughts behind that? Was that a tactical move? Or was there something more behind
that? Mane's looked a little bit off it. So maybe that was it. But I think it's probably just rotation. Obviously, Klopp's kept two of the big guys in there, so I think bringing Origi in, it's probably good to get him minutes early in the season. Obviously, Fabinho's injured, Elliott's now injured, so he's probably going to have to play a bit more. So it's good to get minutes. I thought he looked really good, actually. He probably deserved the goal. I thought he was sharp. He physically, he's a menace. He must be difficult when he's good. It must be really difficult. He's quick, he's strong, he's big, he's powerful. But he's just a bit brain dead. That's the only problem with him. You get that like 20% of the time. And most of the time he's a weak link, but he was good tonight. Yeah.
Oh, fair play to him. I don't think he had a terrible game either. I thought he was all right. Obviously, we'll get into the first half. Liverpool really put their foot on the gas. Just started off on top from early. Rewarded after 9 minutes. Trent Alexander-Arnold fires in a cross. Comes off Fikayo Tomori. Boom. There you go. 1-0. To be honest with you, although it was only 9 minutes played, it wasn't against the run of play. It was one-way traffic. It was a deserved goal, to be honest with you. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, particularly in the first half, want to talk me through his performance?
He's just carried on the way he started the season. He's been one of the best players, our best player, one of the best players in the league, and one of the best players on the night, I imagine, in the Champions League. He had a little bit of a lapse at the end, but I think the whole back line did. I think they sort of went into half-time probably a couple of minutes before the goal. So I think they went in sort of mentally at half-time on about 38 minutes. But other than that, he was exceptional. Range of passing, choice of passing, the pace on his crosses, the whip on his crosses. It's one of the best in football at the minute. And when he's playing like he is, obviously we had a little joke in the group chat, but there's no one near him right back when he's playing like he's playing at the minute. He's just in a league of his own.
No, absolutely. He's a top class right back, especially going forward. Defensively, there's always that debate. Let's see how he gets on this season, really, in that term. Let's see if we've seen some improvement. But yeah, 5 minutes later on into the game, Liverpool are awarded a penalty. Mo Salah steps up to take the penalty with what I don't really think he did that much wrong. I think it was a very good save from the goalkeeper, Magnan. It was a good save, to be fair.
Yeah, it probably hit it a little bit central. Probably not central enough. It just sort of veered to the side that the keeper dived to. And if you do that and the keeper goes the right way, he's always got a good chance of saving it. And then he obviously did well to save the rebound as well. But I think it was probably karma because it was a soft penalty. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think that was karma.
It was a little harsh, to be fair. But he did miss that penalty. And before then, that's his first miss in 17 for Liverpool, which is a very, very, very good record. Everybody misses penalties. I'm sure someone smart in the comments going to say, well, so-and-so didn't, but you get the point. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be petty here. But after that penalty, to be fair, Liverpool did maintain a little spell of dominance for a little bit before towards the end of the first half, 42nd minute, Ante Rebic with a finish to make it 1-1. What happened there, Dek? Do you remember what happened defensively with your boys there?
I think they were all a bit lapsed. They were a bit off the pace. Trent got caught high up, which the way he plays is going to happen from time to time. And then Gomez got caught too deep. I think both the goals, if you look at the actual last phase of play where the goal comes, Gomez has just played them both onside, being a bit behind everyone else. So I think the team in general just kind of switched off a little bit too early. They didn't stay switched on until half time. The first goal went in, and I think that shell shocked them a bit because we literally battered them for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then credit to them, though, both goals were fantastic football. They worked both goals really well. It showed the quality that they have got in attack. I thought some of their players, Rebic was good in spells. The little Brahim Diaz, he was very good. He causes a bit of problems. And they worked them well, but I think we just switched off. I think we went into half-time 5 minutes too early, mentally, and we got punished. But then the second half comes, and it was just more of the same, I think.
I mean, to be fair on AC, like you said, both goals were good. Just two great counter-attacks. The second one was very similar to the first. Liverpool caught sleeping again. Yeah. And that's the problem. Like when you're comfortable and you're dominating and battering the team all half, and you're closing off the half, you can be a little bit complacent, and
especially when it's only 1-0 and miss chances.
And that there shows why you need seniority in your defense a lot of the time. Because today, I'll give it to you, like you did concede 2 goals. I did banter about that too, but you didn't have your main man as in the centre back pairing. And then when you've got a defense as young as that, it's a bit of a game changer. You're going to see these little mistakes happen. So I don't really think there's too much to be concerned. Lesson learned from the youngsters. They'll move on from that. So so you've gone into the first half 2-1. Obviously, everyone's surprised. Fans are surprised. Klopp surprised. I'm pretty sure you're surprised. But then, in typical Liverpool fashion, you just come out, all guns blazing again. Boom, 48th minute. Divock Origi, lovely chip over the defense. Well, good vision to spot Salah.
Yep.
Salah tucks it away. There you go. 2-2. Game's back on.
The keeper had a mare there as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he did. He did, considering he done so well for the penalty. And he didn't really look... I don't think he done too much wrong up until then.
No. Yeah. I think he just panicked seeing Salah bearing down on him and just backed off. I don't know why he backed off. He would have got there, I think, if he'd have committed to it. But he hesitated, backed off, and it was an easy finish. But a brilliant flick from Origi, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Superb. Just hold it up, spot that, and pull it out. That's what I mean. He's capable. He's more than capable. You just, when you only see it 10% of the time, 20% of the time, you can see why we're trying to sell him.
Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, you know the quality's there, but he's just not showing it enough. Do you think he just loves the European competitions? Because he just, like, when he plays in Europe, he
seems to be a big game player.
Yeah.
I think when he sort of matches the level of like competition he's playing in. If he's playing against a shit team or he's getting minutes in the cup, he looks as bad as the opposition. But then when you go to the bigger games, he seems to sort of look like he belongs at that level as well. It's a weird one.
Yeah, it's a strange one with him. And then obviously 69th minute, man like Jordan Henderson, absolute techers, half volley, literally just from outside the box, about 20 yards, spanked it, bro. Just spanked
Yeah,
it, bottom corner, just hit it nicely, man. Nice, driven and low where the keeper can't get it. There was nothing the keeper could do about it. Lovely hit shot, man.
no, yeah, it was just one of them where you catch it. I think as soon as it left his foot, I bet he knew that it was flying straight in. It was one of them, you know what I mean? We've all done it. I
Yeah.
think he owed us one as well because he gets in those positions a lot. And he 95% of the time, he drags it wide every time. But luckily, right place, right time, caught it perfect.
Well, I mean, this is an important 3 points for you guys because I think your group is quite a tricky group, to be fair.
One of the hardest groups I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
often see 4 teams that strong because usually pot fours, you get one sort of cannon fodder team, don't you? Usually, let's be honest. And then the third team might be a threat. They might just be a good side. But we've got 4 teams that are more than capable of qualifying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And your next game on the 28th of September is against Porto, who are no mugs themselves. They can actually defend pretty well on their day as well. So that's going to be a bit of a different challenge than AC Milan. I think Porto currently are a bit more dangerous than AC in the Champions League. Obviously, last season they got deeper into the competition. They were knocked out by the champions of Europe. Nothing to be ashamed of there. But in saying that, on the flip side, your team you're unbeaten in all competitions this season, and 14 overall. So that's a record that's got to be respected, bro.
We're back. We're back. I'm confident in saying that we're back.
I have you as firm favourites for that game, to be honest.
I've got as favourites. We've got to be favourites to win the group. I think even when the draw was made, although it's the group of death, I still think we're comfortably the favourites to progress.
No, absolutely. So, do you know how did the results go in the other games in your group?
The other game was 0-0. Let me just double check. I didn't see it full time. Yeah, 0-0. So that's good for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's
Porto had a player sent off over in the 95th minute who's going to miss our game.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That is.
So yeah, that's kind of worked out perfect. You get 3 points, home game, and the other 2 teams both drop points. Perfect start.
So, is there anything that you were worried about from what you see today? Obviously, being at Anfield, notoriously difficult to score there, but you've been conceding. Obviously, like the main elephant in the room was Van Dijk not being there. But if there is a period where he does get injured, are there any concerns for you?
I don't think so. I think, like you say, I think we switched off stupidly too early. If you take out that 5 minutes of the game, you can't really say too much about the defense. It's not like they were sloppy all game and they were conceding clear-cut chances all game.
Yeah.
They just switched off for a brief period of time. And don't forget as well, Gomez, that's his first start in, I think it was like 500 days or something ridiculous like that. So he's not fully fit. So he's still working it. So to get 90 minutes in the opening Champions League game as sort of warm-up minutes, that's only a positive. I know we conceded 2 goals and you could argue he was at fault for both, but that's probably where that lack of sharpness comes in. So I think if Van Dijk's missing and Gomez or Konate are asked to play more, the sharpness will come quickly enough and we'll be all right. Let's not forget, like, everyone's been lauding Matip the last few weeks, looking just as good as Virgil. And Gomez is the guy that partnered Virgil most of the way through the Champions League run when we won it, and pretty much the whole way through the season we won the league. So these aren't 2 iffy centre-backs. These are 2 top quality centre-backs. And Konate, another one. So I think we'll be fine.
Who in the AC Milan squad would you say stood out for you the most?
I liked that Brahim Diaz. And I think Simon Kier was very good.
He was very good. In fact, he made a very crucial stop that could have made it 4-2. I thought he was very, very good.
It was. To say they conceded 3, he still stood out as having a very good game. And that Brahim Diaz, I think the game kind of passes him by a lot. He's one of those kind of players where you don't see him for a lot, but whenever he got the ball, he made stuff happen. He can beat players. He looked quite quick, technical. So he's one to keep an eye on. I think he was the young Man City lad, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He wanted to play. He wanted to play his football when they let him go. But yeah, aside from that, who was your man of the match altogether?
Fabinho. He's unbelievable. He started this season again up there with Trent as one of our best players. Best in the world for me at that defensive midfield role. Gets in the way of everything, reads the game so well. He's a monster in the air, screening in front of those centre-backs, which is a massive asset that he's got over a lot of other players that play that position. He sort of has the physical presence of a centre-back in the DM role. Can play as well. He's good at driving forward. He sees a clever pass. He can beat a man. He's press resistant. For me, he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
I think so.
And
as well.
I think he's starting to get the recognition. Because everyone, when you sort of think of Liverpool's important players, you go Alisson, Virgil, Salah, and then maybe like the fullbacks.
Fabinho's got to be part of that now.
He's 100% part of that. That he's part of that sort of spine of Alisson, Van Dijk, Fabinho, and then Salah. He's 100%, yeah.
No, absolutely.
For us.
Absolutely, I have to agree. Well, Dek, victory for Liverpool on their opening game of the Champions League. Positive in a group that is as difficult as yours. The other two teams shared the spoils, so you top the group. You just have to start. You just have to keep going along as you started. I actually have your favourites to top the group. Don't think there's too much to worry about there. As good as the other teams are, I think Liverpool are a cut above all of them. And that just can't be ignored. Before we go, I do actually want to say as well, I was quite impressed by Jota too. That guy seems to impress me each game as he keeps going, man. So credit to Klopp for just being able to find these players that are not from elite clubs and just turn these guys into these kind of players. As usual, he's such a threat, man. I love him. Like
it's like watching the Mane and Salah signings all over again.
Yeah,
he was kind of rated in that sort of not the top like wide men, but sort of a dangerous. Everyone knew he was a dangerous player, but no one rated him as like a top player.
Yeah,
and that's the same sort of level that the other two were at. You sort of had half the people doubted him, half of them thought, "Oh, that's a good player." As soon as he comes in, it was sort of seamless with Jota as well. It's almost like coming into a better team.
He did it. Hit the ground running.
Elevated him. Yeah. There was no like transition period. It was just boom. As soon as he started playing, he felt like the front three. The best compliment our front four when it was notoriously the front three, and then Origi and Shaqiri, blah 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 blah. Now it's the front four. You sort of look at the four and then who you've got beyond them. So I think that's the biggest compliment that you can pay him.
Honestly, I'm starting to think that if Mane don't start to pull up his socks pretty soon, he might find himself to be second choice. Because honestly, I know you love Mane, but just being like objective here, all banter aside, I think over the past 18 months, I've seen a bit of inconsistency in him. To be honest,
100%. I think most Liverpool fans have noticed and are pointing it out as well. And I think probably he was the only one. All the starting 11 were great. Everyone who came on was great, probably except for him. He came on, he looked a bit rusty. He looks almost, I think you see it with Salah more when things aren't going his way, he starts to force it.
Yeah.
And I think you used to see that with Salah a bit. And you're seeing it with Mane now. He seems to be, it's almost like he knows he's in a bad patch and he's trying to force everything to get his way out of it.
Yeah, he's just
Mane is just one of them. It's instinct. That's where Mane's dangerous, just playing off instinct. Sharp, quicker than you. You know what I mean? When he plays off instinct, he's quicker than everyone.
Yeah,
But when he
absolutely.
stops, he slows it down too much, thinks about it too much, gets caught flat-footed, makes the wrong decision, has a bad shot. I just think we're just seeing him in a bit of a funk. Hopefully he snaps out of it, because we're going to need him this year for 100%. But some parts of his game still look very sharp, so that's promising. But there's definitely something off with him at the minute.
I mean, I'm going to be fair on him. The finish that he had the other day, who was it against in the Prem?
Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
No, was it Crystal Palace? I'm tripping. No, I don't think it was Crystal Palace. No, it
well,
wasn't.
you know which finish I'm talking about. It was still a very good finish. So I'm sure there's a player in there.
Leeds.
Yeah. It was Leeds. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure there's a player still in there somewhere, bro. Sometimes like these players just go through bad patches and just it's all up here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So again, let's see with that. But Dek, thank you very much for joining us today. Obviously,
No worries,
congratulations on your victory against AC Milan.
Likewise.
And to everybody that's been watching, thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you do, please, one more time, like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Dek's social details will be down there in the description, so make sure you give those a follow as well. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time of day it is, be safe, bless.